Stella. I'm 34 years old. It took me a long time to realise that, or to admit anyway, that I needed to go on a program. I was probably, I was 27 before I even could step foot inside a prescriber's office. But you know, luckily it wasn't too painful an experience, not at all. I first went on a program when I was, I can't remember what it was. I did it for about 10 months and then decided to jump off and go to Asia. That was a bad move. I tried bupe a couple of times, but I had this really adverse reaction to it. Like, I just kept throwing up constantly, and even though I'd wait until I was like fully withdrawn before I went and picked it up from the pharmacy, but you know, so that didn't last long. Yeah, so I've been on methadone twice and bupe twice, and I've been on methadone for 29 months now, and I was encouraged to go on it for a job, and it was too difficult for me to run a habit, and I wanted the job. Yeah, and luckily for me, I went on methadone when I did, because about 6 weeks after starting the program, I found out I was pregnant. I find it much easier maintaining an equilibrium, like as a parent, whilst on methadone. It's like, because you need to be there for your kid 100% of the time, right? And you know, you got to have energy to keep up with them. So, you know, yeah. I think for me it would be really difficult to run a full-time habit and be there for my son at all times. So, yeah. Being on a pharmacotherapy program and being a parent is a kind of catch-22. Because, like, you know, the length of time it takes to come down off methadone, yeah, you don't want to be going into the pharmacy and for your child to start asking, you know, what do you need to go into the chemist every day for? So, my biggest problem at the moment with methadone is that, you know, I have lowered my dose really slowly, and I'm getting to that stage where I could be off it very, very soon, and I'm a bit scared to take that final plunge, because you know, get on with your life and stuff, because you know that when you stop, you're gonna feel crap, and you're gonna not have energy for a while, and even a long while, and you can't, as a parent, you can't afford to do that, you know. You gotta be there. Things need to be done. So, yeah. So you just say, oh, you know, I'll just put it off. I'll lower my dose next week. You know, so, and then you're not the right time to do it, and you just stay treading water for ages. My advice would be to listen to your doctor's advice, you know, trust in your doctor and follow where he's at. And you've got to be honest with him, and you got to tell him how you're feeling, because, you know, like your dose might be too high and you're going to feel tired or sleepy or whatever, and then, or your dose could be too low and you're going to want to use, or, you know, you could go through withdrawal and, yeah. You got to, I guess, you need to trust in the fact that the medical staff know what they're doing. Because, like, they're not going to suggest something or recommend something to you that's not specifically right for you, you know. And I can't honestly say where I would be right now if I hadn't gone on the program, but I can tell you it would have been hectic.